Yo, 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 good morning, Vietnam, baby. There we go. All right, we're back. We're back. Hope everyone's having a good morning. GME, very interesting. Just waiting for people to come in here, baby. All right, so how do you say it? Well, let's. How do you say? I know people aren't coming in here yet, but now the man, this is. I'm just a G, bro. I'm a G. People don't even know yet. They don't even have an idea of how fucking good I am at this shit, dude. You don't even know yet. You don't even fucking know, dude. Alright, we're going here. I'm gonna highlight this as this is gonna be gold because this is the golden zone. Alright? I'm gonna even put this shit. You can watch me on the live. I'm gonna put a text box on here. Alright? Now this is not financial advice. GME high lock that shit. All right. There we go. So when people are gonna come into the stream at some point, all right? And I'm gonna leave it like this. Actually, let me change this. Let me do it like this. Wait, hold up. Let me unlock this. Let me move this. I want people to see this. Where's the 5 minute? No, that's there we go. I want people to see this. I want people to see this. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. We'll see how much YouTube loves this. All right. We are live again. We got 27 minutes left to go until the market opens. All right, just checking. I will be right back with audio because I'm gonna make some coffee because it's still early on in the morning. I haven't made any yet. What's up, Soso? Good morning, man. All right. Just ate a banana. Had some blueberries. Still got some blueberries. Some dry blueberries, because why not? I'm saying that weirdly, but whatever. Good morning, Barbara. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 3 or 4 viewers. Guess YouTube's still making up its mind. You've all come to the stream, not only to watch my trading, but also for me to watch this whole GME thing. And you may be sitting there watching this. Some of you are in it, some of you aren't. Whatever. It's exciting. GME's moving. Now, GME did an offering this morning. They did an offering, 75 million shares. You can look it up. It's spreading around. It's confirmed. I checked SEC, the website, because I didn't believe it at first either. So they got me thinking. If you do the valuation calculation on those 75 million shares, how much money is that? It's around $3 billion. All right. GME's current cash position is around $2 billion. So 2 plus 3 is 5. $5 billion. All right. That's how much cash on hand GME essentially has, theoretically speaking. All right. Now, look, I have price targets here, and this is not financial advice. Please do not sit there and, whoa, it's going up. How you say? It just dropped 50% essentially. It's gonna move. It's gonna continue dropping probably. This is not for anybody else. This is just for me. I want to make that clear on the record. This is for me. I'm going to explain to you how I get that math. I'm going to explain it to you. So, there's this other little company I like, PLTR, right? AI company, quantum computing, right? CIA contracts, this, that, and the other, right? It's essentially a CIA company. So, now, GME is currently trading in this, like, zone. It's kind of dancing around this, like, mid $37 area. All right? If you take the current shares outstanding, right, and I'll bring PLTR into it in a second. If you take the current outstanding shares, right, which is around 300 million plus like 6 million, then you add the 75 million onto that, right? So 380 million shares outstanding, right? You take that, you multiply it by 37, right? That's around $14 billion. Now remember, GME has a cash position of $5 billion. So the market cap is around $14 billion as of right now. Right? A little bit less than that. Maybe 13.9 something. Okay? And the cash position is $5 billion. So right now, GME is trading at 3 times its value of cash position. Okay? Interesting. Who cares? Right? GME, fundamentally, it's overvalued, right? I mean, look at the earnings they just released this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Look at it. Right? Did you do the DD? Okay. This is where we bring in PLTR. All right? PLTR. Guess what? PLTR is worth $50 billion market cap. All right? $50 billion market cap. Now, to be fair to them, they have pretty good earnings. Not like GME. But the key point here is PLTR has 33% less cash on hand than GME. Now, this is all theoretical because, I'm going to say, we don't really know. right? They were just released earnings and it didn't say that they had 3 billion cash on hand or 5 billion. But theoretically speaking, right? PLTR has 33% less cash on hand. Yes, the revenue is slightly better, this, that, and the other. Okay? Okay. If you take GME's market cap, $14 billion at $37 a share, right? Around $14 billion market cap. And you divide and you take the 50 billion by PLTR's market cap. 50 divided by 14 is around 3 point something, 3.63, 3.36, something like that. All right. 50 divided by 14. Yeah, it's like 3.6. All right. If you take 37, all right, now remember, that means that PLTR has 33% less cash on hand, but is trading 3.6 times higher than GME, right? On relative cash on hand value, okay? 3.6 times higher. Take 37, right? Multiply that by like, I think the number I had was like 3.6, what was it? Whoops, wait. Take 37, multiply that by 3.63. What do you get? You may ask. Oh, wait, no, it was. You get around $134 and like 31 cents. Now, the math I did was a little bit more specific on the calculator. So the number was 134.54 or $135 to round it up. So, realm, that's crazy. That's wild. How could you say something like that? This valuation is crazy, man. How could you say something like that? Now look. GME's whole squeeze thing, right? Roaring Kitty, shorts, retail, Wall Street, option chain, gamma squeeze, this, that, and the other, right? The whole conversation. Now, PLTR, who people think is relatively well valued, some would even argue PLTR is undervalued, has less cash on hand than GME, theoretically. Yet, is trading 3.6. I'm just going to stick with 3.6 to keep it simple. There's a specific number to it, but I don't feel like redoing the math on that. About 3.6 times higher than GME. All right, so we got this whole gamma squeeze thing going on. We're currently trading at around $37, $38. And I get a valuation. I do some math because I like PLTR. Fundamentally speaking, GME is undervalued. Now, if you go up here, this little, I by the way, all these lines, this gold, this yellow, this blue, these are all Fibonacci retracement levels. These are just levels that the market would use as support or resistance. Excuse me, the blueberries. Not to mention, I mean, there's a bunch of other levels in here because, right, you have option chains, this, that, and the other. Very clean numbers normally, but how do you say it? The market's not clean, so they gotta fake and other algos and other people. But if you look at these Fibonacci levels, right? One of these Fibonacci levels is currently sitting at $132.73, which is $2 below fundamentally speaking. You could argue GME is valued at. So I'm sitting here, I'm doing the math, I'm throwing up numbers in the calculator. I'm hitting that multiply number, I'm hitting that divide number, I'm hitting that add number. I'm hitting that subtract number. I'm hitting the equal sign, right? I'm doing all this. And I look at these numbers. Now, I didn't look at the fib levels and was like, ooh, this is a good level. I didn't do that. I just did the math. What I did, I then went to look at the chart, and I see my number is just slightly, ever so slightly above a fib level. Now, you could say, well, Realm, what are you talking about? Like, aren't there's different levels, right? If I look at your chart right now, 98, 100, 120. Yeah, you're right. Right? I mean, look, I had these fib levels a long time ago on GME, and guess what? We hit $80. We hit $80 last time on GME. We hit a fib level. Now, I'm looking at this, and I'm telling you, if GME squeezes, if we get the squeeze, if we go to the moon, Joel, good morning, by the way. How are you doing, good sir? If we get all the variables, all the factors line up, they line up, right? I've done the math, okay? Listen, if you're listening to this stream right now, listen. All I do is sit in front of a computer screen and do math, all right? It is my life. I do math in my head. I do math on the computer. I do math on a piece of paper, right? That's all I do. I'm not the best at it, but it's what I do, all right? And I've done the math, and I'm looking at these numbers. I draw the lines. I'm looking at the volume. I'm looking at the momentum. And this number appears. It appears to me out of the metaphysical deconstruction of reality. I find this number. And it lines up almost to a T. By the way, just for the record, I want to this is a footnote, a little asterisk. My numbers weren't exactly perfect, right? I didn't do the exact share amount. I didn't do the this, and this. I didn't do the exact, right? But I did get close. Now, you could say, oh, it's a coincidence. Look, there are two things I don't believe in. One, luck. Two, coincidences. So, how do you like that? All right? I'm saying 134.54. If you round that up, 135. Excuse me, blueberries. I'm just sitting here. I'm looking at this chart. It doesn't look like a bad chart. Look, is GME going to go down? It could be done. It could be over. I don't care. I don't care, right? You've had plenty of opportunity to make money on this play. Up and down. Is my position large? No. Have I made money on this play yet already? I made money on it today. I'm not telling you to hold. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Take your profits. For the love of God, take your profits. All I do on this channel is talk about profits. Right? This is what we do on this channel. We take the profits. If it's 1% profit, if it's 2% profit, if it's 20% profit, take your profits. Do not be greedy. All right? You don't got $10 billion to throw at a ticker. We're not market makers. We're not banks. We some of us don't even trade with enough shares that algos use to manipulate the market. All right? Some of you don't even buy 100 shares, right? When I throw up the time and sales, right? Oh, 100 shares here, 100 shares there. Some of you don't even buy 100 shares. All right? We're not nation states. All right? We're ants. Right? We're not even ants. We're the atom of an ant in the market. We are nothing. We have no relevancy. Take your profits, ladies and gentlemen. Do not listen to a nut job on the other side of this mic. Great. And there's a vacuum in the background. I should say everything you need to know about the situation going on in this stream right now. Pyro, good morning. How are you doing, good sir? By the way, market opens in 5 minutes, and I'm about to go grab some coffee. So you hear the vacuum in the background. You're listening to a dude who all he does is look at charts and presses numbers on calculators. Tell you that if GME runs, if it squeezes, right, this Fugazi is going to 134.54 or $135. Now listen to me. This is not financial advice. All right, there's a disclaimer below this stream. It is in the description. Read that because I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not telling you to sell. I'm not telling you to hold. Make your money the way you want to make it. All right? Do it how you want to do it. But I'm telling you right now, if we're going up, I got the numbers. And these numbers are for me, not financial advice. All right, anyways, market is open in 3 minutes. I'm going to go grab some coffee. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm going to take a break from GME. Market is about to open. Let's take a quick look at the screener here. There's not a lot of volume. You got FFIE, VERO. I mean, that's pretty much about it. Most of the liquidity is AMC and GME. I'm not looking at AMC. All right, I'm not looking at AMC. The last time I did an AMC video, there was one idiot on that video who hated on me, calling me a shill. I'm not a shill. All right, I've said for years that if you're gonna pick a meme stock, pick GME. And even them, I don't trade GME. I'm not a shill. All right, go look at my channel. How many videos are AMC and GME? All right. Is this trading view? Do I sit in front of you on a screen, get on trading view and make a watch list? No. I trade in front of you. I buy shares in front of you. I sell shares in front of you. I lose money in front of you. I make money in front of you. So I'm not throwing up AMC. The only chart I'm leaving up today is GME. And maybe we'll look at some pennies. If you got a ticker you want me to look at, I'll look at it. But otherwise than that, all right, I'm not throwing up the AMC chart. All right, boom, market's open, baby. Let's dance. What we got here? Now remember, the calculations I used for my PT was $37. And let's say that we're dropping. Now we're moving up. And by the way, and I said this at the beginning, I have shares, not a lot. I only have 3 shares of GME. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be ending the stream early at some point because, well, you know, Roaring Kitty's going to be streaming. And I do not want to get in his way. All right. And I also want to watch that. I want to be sipping my coffee, watching it, and enjoying it myself. So, but for right now, I got 3 GME shares on this trading account. And I got a PT that I want to go to. Do I think we're going to go there today? Probably not. Do I think we end up there? I think I'm calling the high. I think I'll be, and you can clip this shit from a couple of days from now. I think I'll be within pennies. Within pennies. All right. I've done that multiple times on this stream. When I stream and I look at plays and I do the math and I do the calculations and I look at levels, I've hit on the pennies. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, these are the pennies. I don't even know my average. 39.39. That's a good average. Are we halted? GME, are we halted? Don't tell me we're halted on GME, baby. Wait. I need this for the camera. Clip this shit. Somebody clip this shit. Post this shit on Reddit right now. I've done the math. Pyro. No. Listen, Pyro. I'm sick and tired of this market, dude. I sit here every single day looking at this market. I know exactly what's going to happen, you know? And I try to sit back and I be all diplomatic about shit. Fuck that. All right? Fuck that. I'm laying it down. I'm throwing it on the table. I'm telling you what the fuck's going to happen. Actually, let me quickly look at SunPower. Let's go SunPower. You didn't halt, but you'll get there. What about the SPY? SPY, yeah, NVIDIA. It's going higher. Now, we did open lower, yes. But how do you say? That also made all of these options. Let's update all these options. Look at all these options. All these options are super cheap. Let's see. Let's look at the 21. Let's update this. Boom. Down 30%, 40%. So you're telling me you just made it cheaper for people to trade something that is potentially going to squeeze? That's what people are complaining about on a stock that we're not even 5 minutes in on the market right now? By the way, for all you people coming into the stream, you just found the stream because of GME in the title. Yes, The calculations I did use the $75 million offering, or the 75 million share offering in my calculations for your information. If you're curious, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. All right, clip this shit. All right. When this shit hits this level, and you look at it, and it hits 134.51, 134.54. If it hits it on the dot, I just want all of you to know, okay, that I did the math. Because you don't even know. When I was doing the calculations, I didn't believe them, okay? But there were signs within the numbers. And I know people are listening to this. I know that you know what I'm talking about. All right? There were signs in the numbers. All right? The numbers that I saw weren't believable. The odds of me seeing those numbers, they don't exist, okay? The universe does not provide statistical, calculable numbers for the odds for the numbers that I saw together. All right? Just it doesn't happen. It's not possible. So that's how I knew. They were so improbable, so impossible. The only other thing for the universe to do is to make it happen. All right? By the way, 36,000 people are waiting for Roaring Kitty stream. All right, if we do the math, 75 million divided by what was I just said it out loud. 36,000. That means each person will need to buy around 2,100 shares. Now, does everyone have 2,100 shares? That means like what, 30? What are we at, 39 right now? Has it unhalted, by the way? I'm not even paying attention. Yeah, it has. Boom, 41. Hold up. I need to move this up and put it up here. Just so that everybody knows. Just so we can clearly see. So there are no mistakes. By the way, I set 6/7, June 7th, 6:02 a.m. That's not even true. It was actually before that. I was at like 5:40, 5:50. I was doing it before I even got on the stream. All right? On this stream. Let's go, baby. Let's dance. Let's play. Some power moving back up to 350. Something I like to see. By the some power is kind of like my other meme play that I'm playing. Boom, we're at $43. All right. I've given you the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want any of you surprised, okay? When you see those numbers across your screen, I don't want you in the chat going, "Wow, I can't believe you guessed it." No. I don't want none of that. No, don't be surprised. I don't want. There should be no surprise in the chat. There should only be confidence, clear-mindedness. We're halted again. 4401. By the way, just to put that into perspective, we have just put 23, 26, 26, 28, 32. We'll add another 2,000 for the extra. So 31, 33, 32, 34, 35. So we just put another 35,000 contracts in the money for today. On GME. All right, if this thing breaks 45, it's going to be another 10,000. If we break 50, it's going to be another 18,000. And then after that, we have to get 60. It seems like every 10 is loaded. But I imagine those And not even to mention the other options that are going to be getting loaded here. All right. So we got man, I can't wait for this. I wonder I wonder. I wonder. What are June 21st? Damn. June 21st, 125 calls are trading at 5. I don't My account isn't even worth that much. I can't even buy a $125 call if I wanted to. I mean, I do want to, but like I can't afford it on this account. So actually quickly, because GME is halted, we're just gonna quickly look at some of these. We have BCDA, FFIE, FFIE moving up. Maybe some of you guys are trading FFIE. Had a nice little 12% pop already in the open. Just waiting for GME to break this next fib level. By the way, the chart looks immaculate. The EMAs are looking clean. They did do this little spike up to like 55.60. This little fib level was the high here, 55.71. I think we might see a little bit of sideways trading underneath it, like probably this little channel right here from 52 to 55. Won't be surprised if they lock it in there. This yellow line right here is another key level, 47.90. So just keep an eye on that. They did struggle with it this morning. AMC is moving. Who said that? Joel? Joel, what did I say? What did I say at the beginning of the stream? I'm not throwing AMC up there. All right? I'm not throwing up AMC. All right? The AMC community has lost their right for me to throw up AMC. Or is that ANC? Or did you mistype? If it's ANC, I'll throw up ANC. I'll throw up AMCC. But AMC, shit's not going up here. All right? I'm just saying that to you right now. I'll throw up BMC. I'll throw up CMC. I'll throw up AMD. But I'm not throwing up AMC. All right? No worries. I'm not throwing up AMC. I'm not doing it. All right. Still waiting for GME to get on halted here. I will look at the price. AMC is halted as well. 593. Now I'm you. Oh, let's go some power. I'll throw up SPWR. Oh shit! Wait, hold up. I need to go into my other account for a sec. Oh boy. Wait. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Oh goodness. Wait. Where's my? Let's first keep up GME. All right, GME unhalted. Okay, now I need to go back to my other account. Okay. Damn. Here we go. There we go. We're at this 47 level. Yep, okay. We see a little bit of selling. Let's play around with it. Come on, market. Nah, I'm done with this. I'm so done with this. Man. This market has lost my respect in so many ways. Nah, okay. Here we go. We're going to play around with it. Yeah. Let's play in this channel. You're gonna struggle. Oh, halted on the way down? No. I do need to split the screen here because I do need to look at some power. As long as we keep up the prediction, I don't really care. 375 on the dot? That's BS. Hold up, let me. What's the. No, we still haven't filled that gap. Get out of here. Don't give me that fake. I don't want none of that fake. Alright, GME, what you got? They look exactly the same. I'm assuming if I threw up AMC here, that it'll look the same. But guess what? I'm not going to. So I'll let your minds wander. All right, 44. We're just getting started. All right, this is just the beginning. Thing going to the moon. All right, I got the numbers there for you. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. Yeah, I got 3 GME shares. Nothing crazy. All right, wait, hold up. I do need to. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna scalp my. My some power calls. Just because. Okay, so GME was halted on the way down. That's fine. Don't really care. Some power can keep going up. I'm just covering my basis, by the way. Just for my. I'm just covering my basis. Come on, some power. You're not even done yet. How much are these up? Nah. Nah, I'll hold them. Alright, we're going back to 1. Alright, GME, come on. So we have halted, what, 3 times? Once, twice. Yeah, 3 times. We've halted 3 times on GME. In fact, I think in total. Yeah, we've missed multiple periods of time on the GME because of these halts. Actually, you know what? Let's go back because this some power is actually starting to move. Yeah. Do your BS. Throw me your BS. Where's AMC at, by the way? I know I said I'm still not putting it up. AMC is red. Oh, well, to be fair, GME is red. GME is red by like 6%, which is kind of insane. It's at the bottom here. Wow, silver's at the bottom. Did silver take a dump? Where's my trading view? I don't even have trading view up. Oh wow, silver took a massive drop. Wait, are you telling me that this is the silver drop? Are we starting to see the beginning of the massive silver crash? And I've said this multiple times. The only time silver ever squeezes is when it first drops. All right, you need to see silver back at like 17 before we can even move higher. And it needs to happen within like a 2 or 4 week period. It can't be like this little trickle down over like a couple of years. By the way, oil's also going up. The reverse carry trade. Pyro, did you do your research? I know. Let's go SunPower. Holding one share of Nvidia. Damn, Joel. What's even like your what are your cost bases for that? Wow. So SunPower, by the way, SunPower is kind of like AMC and GME's little cousin. So, and it hasn't been halted yet. So, that's nice. It's actually kind of in it kind of tells you what GME and AMC kind of would be doing if they were unhalted. Cuz SunPower did get slammed down when GME got slammed down, but how do you say right now I think we'd be trading at like 51.50 if GME didn't get halted. All right, we're unhalted on GME. What you got in store for us? Just to prove, I still have the 3 shares switching over to my cash account. Not even phased. Are we halted again? Please, come on. I want some action here. Don't do this. Bro, they don't they're not even letting the volume in. By the way, does anyone know if you can still buy shares of GME on Robinhood? Cuz according to some people that apparently well what's your Vladimir goatee Vladimir was apparently talking about like removing the button or something like that. All right. Well, we'll let the market makers get their dark pools under control here. Oh yeah, that is true. So hold up, I'm gonna switch over to SunPower real quick. Still in the green on this. SunPower is just gonna be dancing around for a little bit. All right, so right now we're in this key. We're at this key fib level, this $40 area. This $40 has been a very key level, right? We've dipped under it a couple of times. Each time we rally off of it. So, gonna be curious to see the buying pressure here. Those look good, right? Really, what we're looking for at these levels are just higher lows. That's all. We're not even looking. I mean, we're looking to hold the 40s, of course, but we're just looking to see that buying pressure kind of pick up slowly as it moves above the 40. That's what we're looking for. I mean, these halts are making it very difficult. Like, we just got another one. Damn, are you really going to make me go to, like, the 2-minute? Watch. SunPower is now going to go up. SunPower is now going to go up. Watch. Sorry, I don't have the chat up the entire time because I'm looking at the market. What in the criminal activity? That's actually a good point. By the way, what's oil's about to break back into the 96 level. I know some of you don't care about that. Let's go with cash. By the way, 39.39. Those are some clean numbers. Let's go. Let's re-update the screener real quick. TPHS, by the way, has been flying up here. Vero, these are like more pennies, like low. FFIE is also another one that's been moving up. CELU popped up. Wow. I was trying to trade CELU yesterday. Didn't really work out. GNS also had a pop up yesterday. Didn't really do much. Yeah, I'm not really interested in any of this. The only thing I'm interested in is GME unhalting. It's the only thing I care about right now. I'll just leave up GME for now because I can throw up some power in the background. So, by the way, if we look at today's volume, 74.8 million shares traded. 74.8 million shares traded. And technically, we broke yesterday's highs on the daily chart. So, that's interesting. And by the way, technically, this is also a red candle, even though that's kind of BS, but how's FFIE doing? FFIE looking ready to break this 75-cent area. I do have a day trade. Do we go full bull on this bad boy? Oh, it'll be interesting to watch FFIE run. What about CRKN? CRKN had a nice pop to 11. GNS's volume is trash. TPHS had a nice run. Alright, GME is still halted. Alright. They're just trying to make people watch paint dry right now. I'm just going to go watch some power rally. By the way, a play I called out a long time ago, MYTE. I was talking about this. I said a long time ago, there's 3 things that are undervalued in the market right now. 1, precious metals. 2, banks. Even though I don't really believe that, but according to the market, banks are undervalued. I don't believe that, but that's what everyone's saying. All right? And 3, clothing companies. Do your research, people. There we go. GME unhalted, moving back up. Let's go. We see that buying pressure. We see the buying pressure. Give us the volume. Let us run. All right. The third one is clothing companies. MYTE called out at 350, currently at 593. Hit 597. This was really good call out by me. Thank you very much. QMCO. QMCO looks really good actually. Quantum plays. If actually let's look at NVIDIA real quick. Really, that's all you had in video? NVIDIA's acting a little weird right now. All right. Well, we'll ignore that. So GME. All right, currently bouncing off this 500 on the 5. If we reject this level, we got 3170 to go down to. I don't think we will. I think that there's enough of like a inverse head and shoulders here to the point where we should see this actually should be the shoulder. So we'll probably, if we can hold 3850, we can kind of trade sideways in this underneath this channel for a little bit, and then we'll get a breakthrough here real quick. Oh, you're trying to halt it. You're trying to halt it. Look at those fake halts. There's nothing funnier than a fake halt. 37.72. Throw up the sign. Throw up the sign. Okay, you've done multiple seconds. Dude, they're not letting it move. Wow. How long did that take? Oh, we spent almost 30 seconds just sitting at 37.72 without them throwing up the halt. Let's go, SunPower. Let's go, SunPower. Come on, SunPower. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, they're just halting GME down, bro. They're just halting GME down. That's what they're doing right now. Oh my God, look at it go. SunPower is at $4. 407. Oh boy. Those options, holy crap. Holy crap. SunPower, come on. 416. Damn, you guys might not even believe what the account is at right now. I don't even think you believe. I don't even think you believe me if I said it out loud right now. Man, look at SunPower go. Holy. If we break 440, we're going. 420. Are they gonna update these? Hold up. I need to. I just want to say. I believe, baby. I believe. I'm a believer, bro. I'm a goddamn believer. This is the only concert I want to go to, alright? GME is still halted, by the way. I'll let you guys know when it's unhalted. I want to at least show some action in a position that I'm in. All right, how much am I up on this? Ooh. Damn, they got these options spread. Massive volume pop on some power. By the way, GME is still halted. Yes, I'm still holding my shares, just in case anybody is curious. You can see it right there. Right? You guys can see it? Yeah. But I'm also in some power, so. Whatever happened to PLTR, by the way? PLTR took a big dump. 23. Oh, today's the 7th, right? Maybe not. Today is a Friday, right? Today's Friday? Today is Friday. Let's look at the option chain. Whew, 3.5s are in the money, so they're going to try to slam this back down below that. Wow. Look at that those options. Yeah, 3.5. Well, I mean, we got good support at 363, so I'm curious to see if they actually hold that. Oh, GME is unhalted. Apologize for that. I was looking at the option chain. All right, GME, $38. As I said, they're just gonna try to keep it down underneath this 40. By the way, we do have an hour and 50 minutes left to go for Roaring Kitty's live stream. I will be cutting my stream at some point because I do want to watch that, and I don't feel like you guys can all watch that by yourselves. I'm not gonna be streaming that on my stream. That defeats the purpose. All right. By the way, 46,000 people are waiting for that stream as of right now. 46,000 people. So the question now becomes, do we buy some GME calls? I did say earlier on in the morning that I might buy some calls. Now, okay, here we go. The calls that I wanted to buy, which were the 125s, are starting to. I mean, dude, $400. I still can't. I still can't buy them. That's the problem. I still can't buy them. And GME 37, still holding on to this 37 level. Yeah, I still can't buy them. Come on, GME, what you got? What you got? What you doing, baby? Damn, stock twits ain't even readable. What's the daily volume on GME? As of right now, 85 million shares have been traded on GME. 85 million. And also another observation I made yesterday was that they're kind of flipping the candles on GME. Right, you notice that we have a long wick down with a body at the top, and this time we have a long wick up with a body at the bottom. So what are the June calls? Dude, these calls are so expensive, man. Holy crap. Who who's buying these? I'm just a humble trader, trying to build his wealth, trying to make his way throughout this world. All right, you don't need to price me out right out the gate. Still got to keep an eye on the sun power. In fact, let's actually throw both of these up. We'll do GME here, and we will do sun power here. I'm gonna go grab some more coffee. All right, I'm back. How we doing? Hmm. Still at 37. We're still at 37. SunPower still dancing with his $4 area. Oh, no, wait. I do want to secure a little bit of profit here. Just a tad. Damn. We're 45 minutes into the market. GME hasn't done much, but how do you say? I'm assuming on the options, yeah, they can't. I mean, they can bring us up to 40, which they kind of already did. If they bring us up to 50, that's too much. Right now, they're trying to hang us above 35. If we break 40, it gets interesting, okay? If we break 40 on GME today, it's a party. Pyro, did I hear you say that you have a GME price target? Don't worry, I won't hold you to it. Just curious on your thesis. Okay. Oh wait, you came in late, right? Oh. Oh, you didn't really hear the beginning of it. Okay. All right. Get ready for your mind to be blown. Okay? Cuz this is all I did was hit numbers on a calculator. All right. All right. 1 sec. Sorry. Chewing. Here we go. All right. This morning, GME did an offering of 75 million shares. Right? They did this offering between like $35 and like $45. Let's just assume something like that, right? If you do the math. All right, I'm driving and listening. Okay. Then hold on to your steering wheel, Pyro, because this is going to blow your mind. All right? So, they did an offering, right? If you do the math and the share price and the total shares, they basically did an offering for around $3 billion. All right? Excuse me. Now, they already have cash on hand of around $2 billion. 2 plus 3 is $5 billion. Easy math, right? All you're doing is adding. Okay. So, that puts GME's cash position at around $5 billion. Right? Market cap, how do you say, when they did the offering, was around $14 billion. All right? So, yeah, it was around $14 billion. So, GME's market cap, $14 billion with $5 billion cash on hand. Right? That's like sort of the positioning. I did this, by the way, I did this math like if you do the whole shares and you add the total number of shares that they did an offering on, I added that. All right. So don't worry about that. I included that in. I factored that in. All right. So if you take a look at a company, for example, like PLTR. Now, I'm not comparing the revenue and the earnings of PLTR and GME. That's not what I'm doing. I'm looking at cash on hand. PLTR has around 33% less cash on hand than GME. Okay, they have like 3 point something billion, right? GME has 5 billion. All right, PLTR's current market cap is at around $50 billion. Okay, let me repeat that one more time. $50 billion. GME's, when I was doing the math, was around 13, 14 billion. Okay, it was like 13 billion. If you do 50 divided by like whatever the market cap was at the time, it was like 13 point what, like 875 billion. Okay, you would get a number of like 3.63 repeating, right? 63636 or 3636. It was one of those. All right. So you take GME's price of 30. I did this math at $37. Do 37 times 3.63 or 3.6 on average, and you get a number of $134.54, $135. Now you might say, well, that's kind of crazy, you know. Like I'm doing this relatively to PLTR's valuation, right? Just a relative scale. I'm not saying GME is fundamentally better than PLTR or is fundamentally sound in any way, right? I'm not saying that there are ways in which GME can be attacked because the price is going down right now, so obviously it can. All right. I have all these fib levels. All right. I have all these fib levels on this chart. Now you're like, oh, well, fib levels, how do you know they're right? If you look at the fib levels, right, not the blue ones. The blue ones are like miniature fib levels. We don't really care about those. What we care about is the purple and the yellow. Actually, let me just pull this up on the single chart. All right. The main ones we care about are the purple and yellow, right? For example, the purple and yellow together say that 40 is a big resistance point, which is where we just got rejected from, which is where we're falling from, right? We just broke past this other fib level at 35.50, and below that we have 31.50, and then below that you have like 28. All right, so now if I scale it up, because these are what is it? They are retracement levels, right? Retracement levels. You take 134.54 and you go up to the chart based off of this, these fib retracements. Which, if I remove the blue one and you just look at the purple and the yellow ones, they all pretty much hit, right? I pretty much predicted the 80, the level of like 68 where we hit yesterday. That was predicted by these fib levels. Like these fib levels work. These retracement levels 100% have been proven and tested multiple times, right? When GME popped up to 47 the other day, that was another fib level. All right. If I go up, I scroll up, right? We have ones at 80, we have another one at 100, we have another one at 120, and lo and behold, we have one at 132. Now remember, the math I did with all the shares and the cash on hand and relative price, the PLTR, right? There was some I did some rounding, okay? I did some rounding, but how do you say? The numbers I rounded, I try to keep it as tight as possible for the most part. Now, we have a level at 132.73. That is a fib retracement level, okay? We did, I'd say the highest we ever technically were was 120.75 on GME, right? The fib level above that is 132.73, okay? My price target, or my own PT, my personal PT, right? Not for anybody else, just for me, not financial advice, is 134.54 or $135, which is slightly above the fib level. Now, is 132.73 probably more likely? Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Okay? But the fact that based off of pure calculations, comparing to relative pricing of markets, 134.54 seems to be a reasonable price for GME. Okay? Now, this all seems a little wonky, right? We still have a lot of price action, this, and that, and the other to go. On a fundamental basis, assuming that GME does not go declare bankruptcy or something like that, technically, based off of other valuations across the market, GME is worth $130 plus. Okay? Now, we're currently trading at around $36, so that's a long way to go. I'm not saying we're going to get there today. I'm not going to say that we're going to get there Monday. All right? I'm just simply saying, based off of the price action, the situation, what market makers want, what retail wants, right? Who's in where, positioned where, who with options and shorts and this and that, and positioning and retracement levels and algos. I think it's plausible. Right? That 135 is there. Also, if in any way you're you like numbers, let me put it that way. You're a numbers person, right? And OA can confirm this. OA can confirm this because I told him the numbers and he knows that I know, okay? The numbers that I saw when doing these calculations, the odds of me seeing the numbers that I saw together in the way that I saw them, right, seem impossible. It just seems impossible, okay? I can't tell you exactly how, right? I can't give you a statistical breakdown of exactly why these numbers that I saw were so coincidental, right? They just were, and it just tells me that it's plausible. It just tells me it's plausible. All right? It doesn't make sense any other way. Look, I come at this from math, right? I come at this from fundamentals. I come at this from options, from technical analysis, from indicators, from a little bit of voodoo magic, right? A little bit of numerology, a little bit of star signs, the positioning of the moon, right? How high and low the clouds are today, what way the wind is blowing, the smell the market's giving off to me. This is where we're going. I've done the math. I've looked at this multiple angles. I've done the geometry. I didn't even know GME was halted. Yeah, GME is halted. Some power also popping up a little bit here. That's crazy. We're just going to get halted like that. Wow, I've been talking for 3 minutes and I didn't even know that GME was halted. Also, by the way, just to keep you guys updated. All right. Roaring Kitty's live stream, which starts in 90 minutes, currently has 60,000 people sitting there waiting for him to come online. We still got 90 minutes left to go. That means that there are 60,000 people going to be sitting here for 90 minutes waiting for some cat's live stream to go. All right. I'm assuming by the time we get up into the 30, the 20, the 15, the 5-minute area, I think we might be looking at 100, 200 grand of people, you know, like 200,000 people. By the way, if we just do the math real quick, because that's what we do here, we do math. 75 million divided by 200,000. Let's just assume, all right? That's 375 shares. So that means that, let's just assume that's all retail, which it probably isn't. But if we assumed each person took a position and we averaged it out, that means that those people would all need to buy around 400 shares to get rid of the offering. Now, I don't know if we include options with that, but let's just assume, because 375 times like whatever GME unhalted here, moving down, back down to 36. Times that by 36, so yeah, you would have to put like 14 grand in it or something, which seems unreasonable. But if you throw like something like options out there, it seems plausible. Very plausible. So sorry, I'm finishing something I'm eating. Let me just finish it and I'll answer. Zim, what's up? Ridge Runner, how you doing, bro? So let me chew this. I got one piece left. All right. Top of the morning, TLAT. What's up, Zim? How you doing, bro? Ridge Runner, I'm all ears. Oh, I just explained it, bro, but I'll explain it to you in a little bit again. But Pyro, to answer your question, did it cross your mind that they were going to do an offering today? I knew they would have something up their sleeve. So, no, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think that they were gonna do an offering, namely because it would have been, how do you say it? I didn't expect them to release earnings so early. I think if they had waited even, well, actually, now I'm thinking about it. It was actually probably a smart thing to leave it so early. I mean, sure, there's probably a bunch of people who woke up a little late and were like, wow, they did an offering, they released earnings, this, that, and the other. But you probably got a lot of market psychology out of the way leading into the market for the most part. So, but no. But again, the offering that they did is probably 2 to 3 billion. Some people who are a bit cuckoo are even saying $4 to $5 billion. So, how do you say it? It doesn't surprise me to the degree that they did it. It just surprised me more as the timing. I would say that's probably the only surprise there. The other thing I would also say is that this is actually the concept I had in my mind with COSM. How you say COSM is kind of where the Discord, the stream started, right? With me. Actually, COSM's the only reason I started streaming to begin with. Okay? If all the OGs here know, way back, COSM was the only reason I came onto the live stream to begin with. My original thesis, right? I wrote a document, right? I literally typed out a Word doc, right? I went on to JWS's live stream for the first time, right? I was nervous, right? This is day one of me streaming, right? Some of you guys were there. Day one, start streaming. I'm a nervous wreck. I'm stuttering, right? I'm reading words that I typed out, right? I spent like 4 hours making the document, right? Just like typing shit. In my original thesis for COSM was, you start a squeeze, right? You do an offering, you collect the capital, you buy stuff, right? Or you reinvest it, this, that, and the other. You increase the value, right? The price gets sold off because of dilution. People are upset, right? Then what you do is you either do a buyback, or what you do is, how do you say, you wait for another squeeze setup and you just keep doing that. You're waving it up. And you keep enough people interested in it where you're using the stock market as a way to collect capital, right? Because if you think about it, that's kind of what the stock market is. It's a public form of receiving capital for a company, right? Now, I mean, this goes way back. Like, how you say, I'm a nerd when it comes to the market, right? Like, I do like reading, like, when did futures start in Sumeria and Egypt, and what was the original purpose? What did the Dutch East India Trading Company do, right? Like, this, that, and the other, the Amsterdam Exchange, right? Like, what they did in Africa, Middle East, what they did in China's market, and this, that, and the other. The original purpose for the stock market was that what you do, well, there's two main purposes. One is you stabilize pricing, and two is what you do is it's able for businesses to raise capital. So when people get upset at dilution, right? Because as shareholders, or in general, just like assuming the market's not rigged, which it is, so it doesn't really matter. But assuming the market wasn't rigged, right? Let's assume people weren't complete crooks in the system, right? Dilution wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing, right? If you look at the principles of money, if you study money long enough, and like you listen to a bunch of smart people who have collected a bunch of money, one of the things they always say is that the only way to make money is by making other people money, and that's what the stock market essentially is. So dilution doesn't really bother me, right? But it bothers people today. I think it's smart in a sense that GME does this, where, how you say, they squeeze, they do an offering, they collect some capital, right? Look, I'm not saying that Ryan Cohen, I'm not saying that these people are not doing this, that, or the other, right? And when I say that, the person knows who I'm talking to. But, how you say, I'm speaking on an idealistic plane, a utopia plane, if you will, okay? On a utopia plane, it's the way that they're doing it is the way that, how you say, if you could collect that momentum, you would do it, all right? Because you could actually use that capital in an intelligent manner. I mean, think about it. The market cap is $11 billion right now, and you have $5 billion on hand, meaning, right, that everyone is people are currently paying for $2 for $1. And you say, well, that's crazy. Why would anybody do that? Well, if they buy assets with that, how do you say, that valuation, let's just assume those assets started making revenue, this, and the other. It's all assumptions, because that's what the market is. It's just all a bunch of assumptions. It's speculation. So if you're a company on the market with $5 billion, people are going to speculate on you. And that's, for example, this brings me back to my thesis with the $134.54 price target is the speculation aspect of it. You're speculating on the speculation of the speculation. Let's go, Zim. Yes, sir. Day one, baby. Day one. 100%. A nervous wreck. I was like shaking and shit. Like, oh, hello, guys. I'm waiting for another woke incident on Planet Fitness. LO easy 15% each way. That's actually interesting. Let's look at Planet Fitness. No. Or Planet Fitness. PLNT. Interesting. Damn. PLTN. No, it's PLNT. I'm actually curious to see their fundamentals. You know, this is just me being, oh, yeah, they have a shit ton of debt. Wait, what? Yeah, no. Planet Fitness is probably worth about like $25. I wouldn't. I don't even think they need a woke incident to bring that bad boy down. But hey, all speculation, right? Cash cow, shit ton of cash. Yes, you're paying for the volatility, or to keep it simpler, paying for the mobility of cash. That is what people are paying for GME, right? But it gets complicated in the weeds. That is a summarization, and sum meaning total. That is a total statement in regards to the price action of GME. Is you're trading for the mobility of capital. Now, is there speculation, volatility, this, that, and the other, right? Setup here and there? Yes. But I'm speaking on sort of like a, again, idealistic philosophical level. Are there levels? Yes, the stock is going to move. Do we have a roaring kitty? Yes, there is a kitty, or a dude who wears kitty stuff and who is, for some weird reason, buying hundreds of millions of dollars in call options just for the shits and giggles, right? Now, there's all speculation, right? People are saying that he's a shill. I mean, he's a crazy ass shill if he's a shill. He's just a normal dude. He got lucky. He's outperforming pretty much every single deep fucking value investor across the market. By the way, notice how the best traders are all fundamental based. So, and again, I'm not saying how you say it. The, how you say, some of the stuff I'm saying is stems from other conversations I've had, but this is also a prudent for the people listening to live stream. This actually, how you say, um, I want to be a little slightly diplomatic here. The conversations I had helped me outline this definition, right? When someone says fundamentals, what do they mean, right? What do they mean when someone says fundamentals? Fundamentals is a translation for the 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 area in which liquidity interest begins. All right? If, for example, GME, right? If you wanted to pay $1 for $1 on GME with their cash position, that means that currently you would be paying $18 a share, right? If you cut, we'll round it down a little bit more. We'll say like $16 a share. Right now in GME, if you want to pay dollar for dollar cash on hand, you're paying about $16 a share on GME. By the way, if you notice, what are the call strikes on Roaring Kitty? 20. What is the dollar for dollar fundamental value for GME? 16. So he is within $4 on a fundamental liquidity basis for his call options to be in the money, right? And that doesn't assume any volatility. So, how you say, once GME gets into the $16 to $18 range, you're paying dollar for dollar, which means that liquidity is interested because, how do you say, every dollar you put into the market at that point is essentially receiving a dollar out of the value. So, but how do you say, Wall Street is also basically a bipolar crackhead. So these valuations aren't necessarily tied or pegged in any way, right? So the question you have to do when you're a fundamental trader is the assumption of beginning liquidity zones, right? I mean, there are always liquidity zones mapped throughout a chart, but the real thing that you're looking for is what is the basis? What is the bottom? Like, what is the bottom level that if you start buying below this level, again, assuming on market uptrend, you would make money? That is what I would consider fundamental value, right? And an Apple PE ratio is going to be different than other companies because it's Apple, right? Nvidia's PE ratio is going to be different from other companies because it's Nvidia, right? Not that I'd still think Nvidia is completely overvalued. I think that their fundamentals are BS, but hey, that's like most people's companies, right? Fundamental, Zim. Bridge Runner, yeah. Yeah, I don't really want to repeat that on stream, but you can read it. Best GME channel out there, 100%, bro. I've also collected the best AMC title, but I'm not throwing up. I'm not throwing up that up there anymore. They can, AMC can lick me. Man, look at MYTE, bro. I should have gone all in with everything I had. Just taking some profit. That is all. Don't mind me. I'm not selling everything on SunPower. I'm just securing more profit. If it goes up, it goes up. But we kind of rejected that level, so it can always go down. If it goes down, I can buy more. By the way, there are now 68,000 people waiting for that stream. In fact, I'm going to be one of those people pretty soon. See, oil didn't make much of a move. Did silver hit 28 yet? No, silver hit 29.28. Still waiting for that. Still waiting for the 28 level to be hit on silver. We do have It could be like a double top. Not yeah. It could also be like it looks slightly topish, but we could also just be forming a flag here. I do I do have like the low kind of be hitting like June, late June. I think we definitely kick off the rally again. August, I think July we would probably see a sideways month. I think July is probably the time to buy. Well, late June probably. What's the S&P doing? S&P is moving up higher. Oh boy. No way. MYTE? Holy crap. 619, bro. Oh my goodness. One of the best freaking calls I've had. All right, let's go to GME again. We're probably going to break through here at some point. Damn, so what's happening with gold here? Well, this kind of reminds me of PAX. IPW also. When this was at like 140, I was saying that this needed to go back up because fundamentally, IPW is pretty decent. GME is still at $35 here. What about ELTK? Actually, let me do a FIP retracement here. Let's do color purple. I always like the color purple. Wait, what? How do we get this here? ELTK is my long-term position that I want to be loading. Alright, GME is kind of hitting a bottom, potentially. Or we're hitting the low end of support. We did break new lows, technically, so. Alright, guys, but I'm gonna end the stream here, because, how you say, I want to go do some things, and I've streamed long enough. I've been up pretty much the entire morning. I did an earlier stream when GME fell at the beginning of pre-market. So, thank you guys so much for watching. By the way, my account number, I will reveal it to you next week. It's pretty nice, actually. I'm not even sure if you'll believe it, but you'll see it. I will catch you guys all Monday morning. Thank you guys so much for listening. Catch you guys on the flip side. Until next time, have a good weekend. Peace.